took you so long to get here? Anyway, I'm happy that you came back. It's your girl Ty, aka Talks with Ty the podcast, and I appreciate you clicking on this video. If you haven't, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Also, I need you to do me one quick favor. Go on over to Spotify and iTunes, okay? Podcasts, that is. Type in TalksWitTy and hit that follow button. That way, if you miss me here on YouTube, you're able to catch me while you're riding to work or just you need a minute to decompress. Come on in the room, girl. Let's talk about it. It's your girl, Ty. I'm so happy you came back. Now stay tuned for the episode. Hit that like and share button. I'll see you in a sec. Welcome home, Angel, and welcome to Talks with Ty, the podcast. It's your girl, Ty, and I thank you so much for checking us out. Listen, join us weekly as we discuss all things life. You heard it right, and I mean life, adult life, that is. We're going into season 3, 2024, and we're excited about everything that we have coming to you this season. Join us as we are live interacting with family, friends, guys, girls, talking about everything life brings. Make sure that you're following us on our social media outlets on TikTok at Talks with Ty the podcast, Facebook at Talks with Ty, and Instagram at TalksWitTy_. I look forward to seeing you. Come on in the room and let's talk about it. It's your girl, Ty. I'll catch you in the next episode.
Out with the old, in with the new car, new crib, new nigga too. Life moves so fast, let go of the past, love a little more, cherish what you have. When the clock strikes 12, hold your glasses high, make a wish and blow it to the sky. It's gonna be the best year of your life, best year of your life, best year of your life. La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la. Oh,
Welcome back, angels. Oh my God, how many days I've been gone, y'all? It's only been like a week, for real. Stop playing. Don't act like I ain't been up here for like 6 months or something like that. It's only been, has it even been 7 days? Okay, my other business, I had some ventures going on with Divine Prince by KT. Okay, so that kind of just trying to get that off the ground, get in the groove, building the businesses a lot, starting from scratch, doing the paperwork, making sure everything is moving and grooving. But your girl is back. I would never leave Talks with Ty the podcast, baby. You already know what time it is. Let's go. Welcome back to Talks with Ty, the podcast. It's your girl, Ty, and I'm so happy that you came back. Today is February the 25th, 2024. This beautiful Sunday. We are here and we're feeling good, all right? We in the land of the living. We're doing all right. If this is your first time joining me, welcome home, Angel. Like, what took you so long to get here? You already know what it is. Come on, grab your glass, okay? Sit your right on down, whatever it is that you like to drink. Tonight, I'm drinking some water, all right? And we're going to get into some things. Let's go. Without further ado, y'all already know what time it is because I ain't been here. So I know y'all already know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to catch y'all up a little bit. But before we get into all that, it's SoulfulSundayz with TalksWitTy, man. So listen, before we get into all of the things that we're here to get into, I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh, there you go. Give it a try. I've been really
trying, baby. Woo. Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, come on. Oh, come on. Woo! Let's get it on. Baby. Let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Let's get it on. Sugar. Let's get it on. Ooh, sing it with me. Listen. We're all sensitive people with so much to give. Understand me, sugar. Ooh, since we got to be here. Let's live. I love you. Oh, there's nothing wrong with me loving you. Baby, not man, y'all don't know about that old school music. Let me tell you something. They used to be talking about some things, and I don't appreciate. I think just at this age, I'm like in my mid-30s, I'm starting to like appreciate things that I just didn't understand, right? And that's kind of hold on, B-I-L-E-R-E, kind of what we gonna talk about off it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Little something that I've been not experiencing myself, but something that I've been giving some advice on, right? So just appreciating, like you appreciate things differently, you know, when you know better. When you know better, you do better. When you do better, you become better. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I making sense to anybody right now? So tonight we're gonna go ahead and get this. Okay, so let me catch y'all up about what's been going on with me first, because I know y'all nosy people want to know. So nothing's been going on. Okay. I've just been working. Like that's really what's been going on. As I told y'all before, I have a new brand. I have a luxury unisex t-shirt line. It's called Divine Prints by KT. You can find us on Etsy, okay, at Divine Prints KT. Okay. This is the link for the Etsy shop right here. Type it in your URL, type it in your website, shop. Okay. Shop, shop, shop. You will also find official Talks with Ty, the podcast gear there. Okay. All of my merch is sold right here. All right. So that's what I've been working on. That's my baby. Okay. Follow us on TikTok at Divine Prince KT. If you want to know what I've been doing, you head on over there. You hit the follow button. We on TikTok and we on Instagram. So if you really want to be nosy, okay, just go on over there and just hit the follow button. And then you're going to see everything that I'm doing. You're going to see it all the stuff that I've been doing, you know. But I will never neglect my baby. And y'all know Talks with Ty the podcast is indeed my baby. Y'all, I felt like awkward not coming up here last week, but y'all know I got a full-time job and everything like that. So like still coaching, still, you know, it's just, you know, just doing what I do. Okay. But we are back. We back all week. We here every day. We getting back into the groove. We, you know, I ain't gonna let it go too far. Like I said, I'm sticking to it this year. And I meant just that. So if y'all don't see me on here, it's because I'm engaged in my other businesses, not because I'm just not showing up for myself. All right. So we sticking to that all 2024 and beyond. We showing up for ourselves. Okay. I was so busy last week. Like I didn't even get up every day last week to work out. Like that's how much I've been like dive late nights into the business, right? So, you know, we're gonna plan a little bit better this week so that we can do everything that we want to do. Because it's 24 hours in a day and we can do everything that we put our minds to. And let the church say, amen. Okay. Tonight we're going to be talking about appreciating the differences. Appreciate the differences. And I mean this in reference to relationships or friendships, right? So maybe business working relationships, intimate relationships, friendships, okay? Even I think when it comes to fellowshipping with family and different entities like that, right? So that's what we're talking about tonight, appreciating the difference. And the reason why we're talking about it is because what I'm starting to figure out is people think that the grass is greener on the other side. And I'm here to let you know
the grass is greener where you water it. Okay? Don't be looking at somebody else's shit, thinking that it's better than yours. Because 9 times out of 10, all right?
water your own grass. You don't know what and let me say this. The grass might be greener over there on the other side, but you don't know the work that it took to get it that green. Water your own grass. Take care of your own lawn, and your grass could be green too. Okay? And I'm talking about in reference to relationships, friendships, and partnerships or fellowships that you have with people, bonds that you've built with people, right? Sometimes we allow ourselves, let me tell you something. Relationships are work. It's like having a job. After the initial, first, I'm gonna say 180 days, okay? After that, and the goo goo gaga starts to fade away. And like I talked about this before, right? Like the initial, right? How you show up. You're this perfect individual in the beginning. I don't want to know that individual. I want to know what's behind that. So as time goes on in a relationship, you start to see like what's after the goo goo gaga phase, right? And that's when the real work begins. That's when that's when you get comfortable, and that's when you start slowly peeling off the layers of who you're dealing with. And this is just not intimate. I'm talking about in friendships too. Okay? People, as time go on, it's just natural. We get more and more comfortable as time goes on. We just do. My head look crooked tonight. What is going on? My head look crooked. Anyway, we get more and more comfortable as time goes on. Okay, it's just human. And then you start to see who we really are as comfort sets in, right? So those are the things that matter. So when that happens, like at the beginning, you figure out everything that you have in common. As time goes on, you start to see the differences. You person start to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They might not put their shoes where in the corner like they used to when y'all first was dating, and then they come over and they just kick the shoes off. You feel me? Because they getting comfortable. The person that you in business with, right? They probably, when you first started your business partner, they was responding to every email. Y'all was talking every day, all day. Now you can't get them on the phone. They don't respond to the email on time. You can't handle the business that you need to handle as the partner because they just comfortable now. Okay? I'm telling you, it happens. Friendships, your friend, you used to hang out with them all the time, and maybe they don't talk to you every day no more. That don't make them less your friend. They just got life going on, and maybe they just can't sit up and talk to you all the time. These are the differences. As time goes on, you start to see the differences. Y'all, I'm here to tell y'all, anything that you want, you have to work at it. And if you want it to last, you have to continue to work at it. You don't put in a certain amount of work to get what you want, and then when you get what you want, you stop. That's not how that works. Like, that is so not how that works. That doesn't work like that. Yeah, I'm trying to get this hat right because my head's cornrowed up under it, and I'm definitely not taking this hat off, child. But I feel like it looks crooked on the camera. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. But anyway, back to what we was talking about, right? You have to continuously work. As time goes on in a relationship, hindsight is 2020. I appreciate, and I he probably don't watch this, right? My youngest son's father, who we're legally separated right now, right? And have been for some time, but legally we're still married, right? So I appreciate the differences today. Like the little stuff. You have to don't complain about what makes that person different. Find out how you can use that in your situation with that person to be successful. The differences matter. They do. The differences matter, right? And I'm going to use an example. Okay. I have someone who's been discussing some things with me. I'm not going to disclose who this person is because it's nobody's business, but I'm going to talk about the situation. They've been with their significant other. They're not married, but they've been with their partner for about almost 4 years now. They have a child together that will be 2 this year. And the differences are causing friction in their situation. You know what I'm saying? And this happens. This is normal, right? The things that drive you crazy or that they, it's constant and you're tired of it and it's frustrating and you're arguing and you're bickering and you may not be making the time for each other like you used to. So, I was contacted by this individual. This is someone that I love. This is somebody that's very close to me. And they were just saying, like, I'm getting frustrated. And I said, then you're doing something right. That's life. You get frustrated. You get frustrated in your relationship. It is a constant job. No relationship is easy. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care what you see on Instagram. I don't care what. I do not care. If it's real, it is work. They've went through something. They've been through. You got to put some grit in to get to all that Instagram love. You ain't meeting it, and if you seeing it on Instagram, it's new. But you talking about people that's been in relationships or partnerships or business, right, for some years. They didn't put some grit. They didn't put some skin in the game. Do you understand me? They have had some differences. They have been through some testing times. They have been through some stuff. And they held on. They held on. I'm telling y'all, you have to be willing to deal with the differences and not just deal with them, right? But you got to figure out a way because trouble promise. Don't go out here putting trouble into your situation. You got to figure out a way to make the differences work for you. Only a fool wouldn't. That's one thing that I've learned being a wife, being a baby mama, being a girlfriend. I didn't had all the titles. I didn't had them all. Okay? I didn't had them all. Now I'm single. Whew. Right? But understanding how do you make that difference work for you? Yes, it may drive you crazy, but how can it be beneficial? How can it make something work better? Nobody's perfect, y'all. Like, no two people are perfect. The differences are what make you strong. You're built based off of your experience. And I think another thing that we sometimes don't do, and this is in relation to intimate relationships, why is your other person or why is your partner like that? Whatever that thing is that drives you crazy, that difference that you see, why does that exist in them? Finding out why are you like that? Do y'all know sometimes people do not know how to be in relationships? I'm not just speaking in an intimate setting. Sometimes people do not know how to have healthy relationships, whether that's friendship, business, or intimacy. They have no clue how to maintain a steady, healthy relationship. More people know how to be toxic and disruptive and operate in complete chaos. Most people do not have peace. Most people cannot be alone. So if they're coming to you with these issues, guess what? When you get with them, the issues don't disappear. Your issues don't disappear because you're with me. I've done a lot of work on myself. You meet me, you fall in love with me, we get to talking, we get to being together. Your issues don't disappear because I did the work on me or because you're now in a healthy relationship with me. No, your issues are still your issues. And if you don't deal with them, at some point, they are going to come out. Something going on Instagram. Okay. Well, once you, hopefully y'all can see me on the gram, man. But once you, if you don't deal with your issues, they're going to come out. I'm going to find out about them. Like, you can't hide your issues from me. You can't hide your issues from me for a whole lot of other spiritual reasons, but you can't hide your issues from anyone that you're with. It's going to come out. Who you are, I'm going to see that. So if you're full of,
I'm gonna know.
do the work on yourself. If we're talking about building a partnership and building a relationship and getting in the business together, then let's do it. Right? But if I lack in some area, you're going to find out. If you lack in some area, at some point, I'm going to find out. This could be a difference that could keep us together, divide us. But what I'm saying all of this about appreciating differences is to say everybody has differences. You're not going to be with somebody that's perfect. You got to find somebody that's perfect for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You ain't going, you're not, there is no such thing as perfection. You just got to find somebody that's perfect for you. At the end of this argument, at the end of the difference, whatever the thing is that drives you crazy, at the end of the day, you still look at them and say, I still choose you. As much as you drive me crazy, as hard as this fight was, as much as this boat is rocking for us in this season, I still choose you. I don't want to do this walk with nobody else. That's what it's about. I understand, like, being on the other side of marriage, right? I think about some of the things that drove me up a wall. Charles, they wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to tell people that. You think that these certain things drive you crazy about a person, and then you go out here and you get involved in other stuff. And people
are jacked the up.
People are messed up. Like, to find somebody that's really about you, that's got you like that. Listen, you blessed. Don't go out here thinking the grass is greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. Water your own grass. This single life is terrible. It's ghetto. Do you understand me? It is ghetto out here. If ain't none of your single friends walking around looking like they lit, they lie. It's ghetto. It's ghetto and it's dangerous. I'd just rather be by myself, especially after my most recent escapade, because that's what I'm gonna call it. And that's no shot to that guy, because that's a good dude, just not for me. And that's all right. You move on, you grow. You know what I'm saying? Experiences, differences. And what I learned in that particular situation, hopefully this helps somebody, is I tried to appreciate the difference. I think that's why I held on as long as I did, because you see the potential, but it's like, okay, well, he doesn't have to be like this if I'm like this. And I don't have to be like that if he's like that. You appreciate those things. I've learned how to do that over time. I've learned through things that I failed at, you know what I'm saying? To appreciate what makes this person different from you and tap into that and then learn why they are like that. Just didn't work out. I pray he get whatever he needs to be successful in his journey for the rest of his life, because I'm going to do the same. You know what I mean? But you don't go out here thinking your grass is greener on the other side. I'm telling you. And then you get over there and the damn grass ain't even real. It's some fake grass. You better watch it. You best watch it. You be thinking the grass is green, and honey, from over here, it looked the bomb. You get over there and it's plastic. It ain't even real grass. And here you is, then gave up your lawn that you've been working to develop, and you just messed your stuff all up, abandoned your grass, and went on over here for some fake stuff. Water your own grass. If you got some grass, water it. And then if you watering the grass and you've been watering it for some time and you just keep on watering it and the grass just dead, it's just dead. It's no coming back. It's just dead grass. Dig it up and start over. Plant you some new seeds. Let that old grass go. It's dead. It ain't coming back. Am I making sense? I hope I'm helping somebody. Differences strengthen you. Strength normally comes from trial. It comes from tough times. It comes from adversity, pain. That's where we get our strength from. And in that strength, we develop. It develops us. Right? Your character, the fabric of who you are becomes. And then you get with somebody. And whether it's intimate or business or friendship, you fellowship with somebody in some way, and you have to figure out how to put that puzzle together. But not only that, if it's something that you want and you want to keep it, you got to keep the puzzle together. The table may rock and shake, but will the puzzle fall apart? You got to keep it together. Both pieces have to fit. And sometimes that's giving up the eyes for the we. If you're someone out here and you're looking to be in a relationship, you cannot be selfish. You have to be selfless. When two become one, there cannot be a selfish bone in your body. And the level of work that it takes to stay one, you got to be willing to put that work in. You got to be willing to shed some skin. You might bleed a little bit. You might get bruised up, but it's worth it. Don't be out here trying to be with somebody and you don't want to put no work in. You don't want to change nothing. You're not even willing to compromise. It's, your way or the highway. You need to be alone. You are in your single season if that's how you feel. Because when you want to join forces with somebody, you will humble yourself and be willing to compromise. That's how that works. Don't be out here trying to be with somebody and say, they're going to take me as I am. No, you got to be willing to grow. That's number one. And you may have to be willing to change not everything about you, but interchange with who you're with. Giving up those eyes for those weeds. That's what relationships are about. One thing I'm learning in business is I have to be constantly available. I don't want to be available all the time. Sometimes I just want to just not be available. I just want to sit in my house. That's why I'm single. Because I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm outside of my kids. No, get somebody else to do it. I don't want to. Nope. Get somebody else to do it. You know? But now I'm learning in business because my two businesses that are solo ventures, sole proprietorships, is just me. Now I have a partnership with somebody. And when I'm not available, that could be frustrating for my partner. So I got to be available. You know, I hope I'm making sense. I hope that what I'm saying is making sense to somebody. You have to appreciate the differences. You know, my partner, he's available 24/7. Like, he ain't got no job. So I have to explain to him, hey, I got a job now. When I didn't have a job, you You wasn't ready. Now I done went and got me a little income and constant coin, and then we don't have to figure this out. So again, appreciating the differences, his availability, his flexibility. We're going to use that. And me being where I am, we're going to use that to advantage to grow our business. You know what I mean? So you got to figure out how to make the differences work. How do we make these things that we keep clashing about? How do we make it? How do we go from this to this? You know what I mean? Appreciate that. Figure out how to make those things work. Especially if you want to be with someone, you're going to have differences. I don't know what's this fairy tale. Everybody thinking that relationships is bright eye and bushy tail. That's a lie. When you get into a relationship, when you get married, the work begins. Marriage is a full-time job. Okay, I'm telling you, it's full time. It's constant. So if you can't do it in a relationship, don't marry him. Be willing to put that work in. If that's what you want, you got to work for anything you want. Ain't nobody giving nobody nothing. It's 2024. Ain't nobody giving you anything. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to put in some time and don't let me say this, because this just came in my spirit. Don't use growing through things, right? Don't use appreciating differences and staying there through the rough times as manipulation to deal with your bull. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. Like, don't think that because I'm willing to grow through some stuff with you and I ain't up and left you, or I may give you another chance, I may take you back. Don't take my kindness for a weakness. Don't try to manipulate me when I'm tired of your bull.
When I'm tired of your bullshit, okay? Don't try to manipulate me and say, appreciate the differences. No.
That's two different things. Don't try to boo. Don't play with me. Play with somebody else. Because it's one thing to appreciate the difference and go through some things with you, but I'm not finna deal. I'm not finna carry your back shit. I'm not finna stand in your shit without you standing in it with me. Now that's what the hell we ain't finna do. I don't even want to smell your shit. You think I'm finna stand in it by myself while you outside the door smelling roses? Is you crazy? No, man. Don't let nobody manipulate you and gaslight you into doing that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about standing in the gap together, doing the work together to grow better together. Appreciate the differences. There's knowledge in difference. There is knowledge in difference. And when I say that, I mean learn. And I said this earlier, learn why they like that. Try to understand why that person does that ick, whatever that ick is. Why do you do that? What happened? What occurred? What made you defensive? What made you so touchy fit? Whatever the ick is, right? What made you like that? There's knowledge in a difference. If you take the time out to really figure out why the behavior even exists, why that's the reaction, why is this happening constantly with you, there is a level of knowledge that you can learn about your partner that can be very helpful, or it can let you know you're really not the person for me. That's why it's important to appreciate the difference, whether it's for the good or bad. Get to know why it's there. Growth happens in difference. One or two things are going to happen in differences. We're either going to grow together or grow apart. Growth happens there. Growth is always good in my eyes. 9 times there's that 1% chance, child, that growth could be bad. Like if it's a bacteria or something it grow, yeah, that could be bad. Or a disease and it grow, that could be bad. But most of the time, growth is a positive thing. It's progression. You know, it just depends on what's growing. So there's growth in the difference. The difference could either bring us together or it could push us apart. And I'm still appreciating that because it gave me the opportunity to get to know you, to get to know myself in this space. And either we going to make this thing work or we not. It's still appreciative to me. Maybe not to everybody, but I'm at that place in my life. And I'm grateful for being there. Man, that's it. That's all we got tonight. It wasn't a long show. I just had to get back up here, get in the groove, you know. I got my Cleos in, y'all. Look at this. I need to wash my hair. See, I share everything with y'all. My hair is so dry. I got some cornrows in. I just scratch my hair, all that. But anyway, thank y'all so much for coming back. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me, man. It's your girl, Ty. Oh, my head and grew too, y'all. You see my cornrow? Joints long, baby. I got some inches, baby. I got some inches, yeah. But thank you guys so much for rocking with me, man. It's been another episode of Soulful Sundays. Y'all already know what time it is. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, go ahead on head over. If you haven't already, go ahead and head on over to Instagram. Hit the follow button. Okay, at TalksWitTy on Instagram. We're also on TikTok at TalksWitTy, the podcast on TikTok. Okay. Shout out to everybody watching this on playback on YouTube. Go make sure you hit that like button, that comment. All right. Make sure you share the video. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button over on YouTube. I appreciate y'all, man. Check out the Etsy shop. Everything's in there. All the TalksWitTy gears in there. All the Divine Prince KT Luxury t-shirt line is in there. Go support. And if you love me enough, go ahead and drop $1 or $2 in the cash app. No, I appreciate y'all. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Mindful Mondays with TalksWitTy. I love you. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me today. We got into some things and I hope that it helps, man. I hope that what I had to say helps somebody. All right. I love you. Take care of yourself until tomorrow. Have a blessed one. TalksWitTy the podcast out. Bye.
Human beings have one job. Self-care. Take care of yourself so that when the people you love fall, your arms will be strong.